Y'all got Brick Baby work?
Yes,
Got it
sir.
right
I
here.
sent it to you, Wack.
Got it right here.
I believe Brick gonna tell. I
They're
believe
about
he
to
gonna get
So
out
here,
on Big U. I think they releasing it to take the stand on Big U.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, The Answer Man. We got an update on Bricc Baby. Plea agreement. They dropping charges. Does that mean he gonna testify? We're gonna take a look at the paperwork, man. Let's get to the content.
Y'all got Brick Baby work?
Yes,
got it
sir.
right
I
here.
sent it to you,
Got
Wack.
it right here.
Check your text.
I believe Brick gonna tell. I
they're
believe
about
he
to
gonna
So
get
here,
out
Rick.
on Big U.
hey Wack,
That
they're
is,
about to let him out, Wack.
he
They
already
about,
telling.
they about to do what?
They're about to let him out. The plea is for him to release.
Mm-hmm. And surrender when he's supposed to surrender.
Wait, he's
And
pleased
not
for
commit
what?
no crimes.
The plea he just signed is insinuating that they're about to release him. He gotta abide by all the rules of being like on probation. Report, pay your fines, all your
Bro,
but it,
come on, bro. Like,
listen, but if you up, we can charge you for this that we dropping for now. Just for now.
nah, bro,
Yeah,
that ain't how that work.
bro.
I'm reading it right now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
reading it
that
right
ain't
now.
how that. I mean, it is, bro. They got this with shootings, guns,
Everything.
AKs, all kind of. That ain't how that. I mean,
They
we know.
dropping
They
all that
dropping
shit in this
all that.
plea.
Yeah, they dropping it, Wack.
They dropping all that just to give them the gun charge, the possession. They dropping all that other.
They dropping the shooting.
They dropping all that, bro. Just the possession. They charging him with possession. So they gonna release him to work. But if he don't produce, they gonna bring all that back up on him.
Nah, I think they releasing it to take the stand on Big U.
That could be it too. That could be it too. But the paperwork that Prince is reading, they're about to let this go. So he can,
Appear for all court
yep,
appearances.
yep.
Surrender is ordered
Mm-hmm.
for service. Is this a bail?
No, this is the
No,
plea. This
this
is
is plea
this is
agreement.
the plea agreement. But it sounds like a bail, don't it? Or OR.
They do. So this is what his offense level is. It says defendant. It says defendant, which is Brick Baby, and the United States Attorney's Office agreed to the following applicable sentencing guideline factors. Gee, man, I need you here. Spent shell casings, base offense level 14, in connection with another felony plus 4. It says search of the residence, base offense level 20, multiple firearms plus 2. It says FEMA application, base offense level 7, disaster fraud plus 2. It says defendant and the USAO reserve the right to argue that additional specific offense characteristics, adjustments, and departures under the sentencing guideline are appropriate. The base offense level set forth above is based on information currently known to the government regarding his criminal history. Brick Baby understands and agrees that his offense level could be increased if he's a career offender or an armed career offender, or if Brick Baby has additional prior convictions. It's interesting. It says the Brick Baby understands that there is no agreement as to his criminal history or criminal history category. I'm understanding that part, y'all. It's just reading to me like they're leaving that part vague for a reason.
Bro, he ain't just start telling. The nigga, listen, they booked him 2022 for a shoot and let him go. No court date. Booked him June 23rd for AK 2 guns, 100 rounds of ammunition. No court date. Then they picked him up with the Rico 2025. It's not new. He been cooperating. What they doing, they stacking the deck. Brick and Loose Cannon gonna take the stand.
They ain't gonna let loose out though.
They ain't gonna let him out because he's making himself a threat. You notice how Brick got off that internet.
Yeah, he making himself a threat. He got too much pending. They'll put him in a different facility though. but they ain't gonna let him out on the streets. He making himself a threat. He got too much violence.
The crazy part about it, whoever you see with him, you know they ain't right.
And they gonna be
Yep.
back up in no jumper.
Definitely going up there. Adam don't give. But I wonder if Bricc gonna be dumb enough to talk about it.
I mean, what he gonna try the same thing. He gonna lie about it. He gonna say what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? To save face. But we know better than that. But when have you known him not to talk about something?
I
Yeah,
got
but
a dumb question, Wack. What's the we talking about that shooting in that parking lot, right? That robbery. I don't
yeah,
see him ever
yeah.
being charged with that though.
Oh no, it was in his initial indictment.
Let me double check that. I know the word it was in there, but the actual charge,
Yeah. But in
I don't
this,
think he was ever
it's
charged
saying
with that.
that
I'm gonna double check
it's
that though.
dropping a lot of charges. This plea has only got to do with possession of a firearm.
Well, he had that on multiple occasions. He had that even the day after No Jumper when they arrested him. They found a gun that they showed on camera.
Exactly.
So he had
Exactly.
June 23rd, the AK and the two firearms. Then he had the March 2025, the firearm he had on No Jumper. They found it. That's all was named in there. Then they had the shooting in 2022.
This one has something to do with the 22 case, I believe.
So they just turning their back on the AK and the other three guns
I think
and a
they
hundred
setting him
something.
to the side just in case he don't do what he's supposed to do. They could bring it back up on his ass.
Yeah, if I was at relocate to Maine, I wouldn't even
Nigga,
come
I,
back to LA.
I wouldn't even come back until that nigga had to go to court. How
I'm
they
gonna be
get out?
real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. As a human being, understanding how people play roles, right? Um, understanding how people play roles, because they want to be part of some gang banging or whatever. And I'm not gonna even call it fake gang banging because niggas really be gang banging until they get banged. But on some real, if any hits a certain age and he looking at coming home an older age and he got a woman over there and kids, hey bro, keeping it real, any sane human being today, how things are today, with the threat being 10% of what it used to be or what usually happens to you on the street. The worst thing happened now is they talk about you on the internet. That's it, right? And it goes away. And if you stay on the internet, a nigga antagonize you with it. Other than that, you go get a job at Walmart, go get a job at FedEx, go get a job at Pepsi somewhere, relocate to Maine, Iowa, North Dakota. Or you keep it gangster, thug it out, and get out when you're 61 and your kids is grown and your girl is gone, you got no career, and most of the people today is gonna do what they gotta do to get out. That's a fact.
Right
I
before you
believe
came in, Wack. Go
I
ahead.
believe they're gonna use him to put him on that stand to fry Big U ass up.
All right, y'all, there it is. I'm sure y'all noticed Loose Cannon stays on the internet, even though he behind the wall. Bricc Baby started out sending out a lot of messages about disloyalty and don't believe people, and the people he thought was rocking with him really not. Then he went silent. You think that's when this was presented to him? You got charges from 22, 23, 24, and 25 all being reduced down to possession. And as long as he complies, they won't reintroduce the more serious offenses, including what was in the Big U paperwork. And he may be out, and he will go to No Jumper. And will he succumb to the pressure of clout, of recognition, of attention, and open his mouth too much and get right back to where he was at the beginning? We're going to find out, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Till next time, it's your boy. We out.